Hello everybody and welcome back. We're looking at the 2009 grade 7 Gauss paper and we're up to question 17 here. Vanessa set a school record for most points in a single basketball game when her team scored 48 points. Okay. The 6 other players on her team averaged 3.5 points each. How many points did Vanessa score to set her school record? Okay. So, everyone was scoring points during the game. In total, 48 points were scored. Vanessa scored some number. I'd like to figure that out. So maybe we give that a name, like X, or maybe V for Vanessa. We don't know individually what each of the other players on her team managed to score, but we do know how many other players there are, and we know what their average is. So even though we will never be able to calculate exactly how much, Jennifer, who was also on the team, got, we don't need to. Okay? Vanessa's score is just the total, 48, minus the number of points that the other 6 players scored in total. We don't need to know their individual numbers as long as we know the sum of those numbers. Okay? So, what can we do? Well, let's get cracking. So we might say something like, let V equal the number of points Vanessa scored. Okay. So V is that total minus the sum of the points scored by the 6 other players. Okay, so that's going to be 48 minus some number. Now, how do I figure that out? Well, the average of the other players, which we know is 3.5, so that's the average. How do we calculate average? Well, we add up all the points scored by the other 6 players. And we divide by how many players there were, which we know is 6. So even though we're never going to be able to get this number, we can still work around with it in our equations. We could even give it a name, S, the sum of the points scored by the 6 others, or maybe O, although I wouldn't want to get it confused with a 0. So rearranging this, we can find that 6 times 3.5, or 21, if you need to, grab a calculator, that's all right. 21 is the number scored by the other 6 players. So we put that into our equation, 48 minus 21, and you're going to get 27. That's how many points Vanessa managed to score. So 27's right there at the end. It's E, and that's exactly what we're going to bubble in. And we'll move on to question number 18. I'll see you for that in the next video.